Hi, this is Dr. Susan Monias, and we're talking about toxins and detoxification and telling you and letting you know there's a video before this one. If you didn't see that one, go back and watch that one because it's going to explain to you why it's so important to pay attention to detoxification. I said in the last video, detox has become like a buzzword in today's society, but there's nothing gimmicky or faddish about it. It's something that used to be very prevalent in the medical world. If you look in, I read books from, pre-big pharma and just see what doctors are really thinking and looking at that time, because they knew how to make the body healthy before medicines were a possibility. So with saying that, of course, medicines helped in some ways, in some cases. I'm not disputing that. But when it comes to taking care of the body and to be preventing chronic illness, then it's definitely a place to look back to. So we look back to Herbert Shelton, T.C. Fry. Those are some of the greats that taught so much on just how the body works. They taught on fasting. It's amazing. Anyway, I want to talk about my favorite subject, which is a toxic bucket. It's an analogy I use all the time in this office. Many of you know that. I always say your bucket's overflowing. What does that mean? So if you look it up, if you take a bucket, but picture that bucket being one of your cells in your body, or even just look at it as your body. So our body was designed that by drop, we can handle toxins. So when that drop came in, your body recognized it and started putting it through the process of elimination and getting rid of it, or draining it out of the body. So in 100 years ago, they called this process drainage, because when the body would drain out of it, the stuff it doesn't need. But the thing is in today's world, it's not drop by drop anymore. It's like fire hose of toxins. It's in our water, it's in our food, it's on our skin, it's on our personal care products, it's in our cleaning products at home, it's in our laundry products, it's in things that smell good like candles, scented candles, and scented air fresheners in the car, and fabric softener. It's everywhere, every day, in multiple places. You're getting exposed to toxins. So a lot of people just ignore that. What's the big deal? The big deal is your bucket. So your bucket is getting full like a fire hose. When that bucket overflows, a multitude of systems, start to happen. So those symptoms are things like high blood pressure, migraine headaches, weight loss resistance, fatigue, things that everybody is suffering from. So that's the problem. But now everybody goes to the medical doctor because they're suffering from hormonal disturbances, hormone balancing. They can't sleep at night. But the thing is, the root cause of all that are toxins, autoimmune conditions. My MS I had, and I was diagnosed with 10 years ago. The upper root cause of that was toxicity, because it was heavy metal toxicity that I was exposed to as a child. So that's the upper root cause of it. I had to remove that to reverse the MS. I did other things along the way, just as you can do other things along the way, and it can make the situation better, but you'll never get fully better. And I realized that until I learned this principle and emptying my toxic bucket. So that's the thing. You have to empty your toxic bucket. You have to be sure downstream pathways are open. Pathways like the liver, kidney, your skin, lymph. That's all going to drain. That's a drainage way to get toxins out of your body. In this world, many of them get clogged up. So I mentioned a lot of that in the last video. I just talked about all that, but the biggest thing about toxins that I want to say is that toxins drive inflammation. So many of you know that inflammation is the leading cause. 7 out of 10 of the leading causes of death in America are caused by disease pathways that are caused by inflammation. So a lot of people are looking to reduce inflammation because they're like, that's the cause of my whatever it is they have, autoimmunity, heart condition, cancer. They're all inflammatory conditions, right? So you want to remove that inflammation, but where does it come from, right? You have to find out what the upper root cause of that inflammation is so you can remove it and reverse the illness or restore health or prevent health. So it's really important to decrease inflammation in your body, remove the toxins from your body, empty your toxic bucket. I have an illustration of a toxic bucket that I hang on the wall in my office. Many people always look at it and they sit there and like, yeah, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. And they go through the whole picture, especially women, hormone dysregulation. That's the hugest problem in women today. Hormone problems, men too, testosterone problems. It's all because the toxic bucket is filling. It's not because you need more testosterone. So I have a lot of patients that have been doing testosterone injections for years, and then I test their testosterone. It's still low. It's not working. So you have to decrease inflammation, get the toxins out of your body, decrease the toxic burden, and lower the toxic bucket and open the downstream pathways. So it's a whole system. We do it here at the office. If you want any more information, two things. One, you can always reach out to us. We're always happy to help and give information. And I have tons of information. Like I said, I have an illustration of the toxic bucket. Happy to share that with you. And number two, we're having a talk on March 23rd on toxins. It's going to be a Zoom talk online, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And you'll see links to that probably a couple weeks before it starts. We're also going to have a newsletter coming out. So go to our Facebook page if you're not there already at Dr. Susan Monias, and you can join our Facebook page, like and subscribe to this channel to get more information about that talk also. But it'll be on March 23rd, and I'll get into a lot of the details and where toxins come from, what it could be causing in your health. So if you have some kind of sickness that is going undiagnosed or feel like you're not being listened to, because that's the other big problem in the world today with the medical doctor, that you're going to the doctor and they don't know what it is because it's due to toxicity and they don't deal with that. So they're given scripts for anti-inflammatories.